Coming to the next problem where you have the beta case. So here you could see a pentagonal lamina of edges 25 is placed on one of its corners on VP. Next problem, you can see a pentagonal lamina having edges placed on one of its corners on VP such that the surface makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP and a perpendicular bisector passing through the corner on which the lamina rests is inclined at 45 degrees for HP. Draw the front views and the top views of the lamina. So here, when you compare to the previous problem, the non-beta problem, so this was resting on HP. This was resting on HP, and where you could see the perpendicular bisector was appears to be inclined. But here you could see the difference. The perpendicular bisector is inclined to some plane, either vertical plane or horizontal plane. For this condition, we have to draw a pentagon which is resting on VP, not on HP. It is resting on VP. So now for drawing the pentagon, I will take a thick line. It is 25. Again, the length 25, angle we are going to give it as 72. That is the external angle. Next angle is 72 into 2. Next 25. Enter. Next angle is 72 into 3. Next angle, or it will be joining the two end points. So this is the pentagon where you are going to draw one of its corner resting on VP. So select this using rotate command. You need two edges, opposite edges. So this should be perpendicular to the XY line. So this condition satisfies it is resting on one of its corners on VP. So now I'm going to name this A dash, B dash, C dash, E dash, and D dash and E dash. So now to get the perpendicular bisector, I will enable the midpoint and I will take a thin line so that this resting corner to the midpoint of the opposite edge. If you draw a line, so this will be the perpendicular bisector. I can name it as M dash. So since this is in VP, so I'm going to name it as M dash. So now with this reference, I'm going to draw its top view. So this is my front view. I'm going to draw its top view. So taking thin lines, I'm going to draw its top view. So now if you view from the top, so this edges are or these corners are visible. That is A dash, E dash, and D dash. B dash and C dash will be hidden. So therefore, I'm going to line command. So this endpoint, I'm going to join with this endpoint and continue to this endpoint. So now you are going to see the top view corners. This is A, this corner, E of B, since E is visible, and this is D of C. So in this problem, perpendicular bisector is inclined. It is not appears to be inclined, it is inclined. So next what you have, the surface makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP. So I am going to select this top view using move command, enable copy. So from any of the reference corner, I'm going to move it on the XY line. So place this directly, come to rotate. So A and DC. With this, what is the inclination? I'm going to give it as 30. So this will be inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. This will be inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. Next, I'm going to draw the projection lines. So A, projection line of A, and this I'm going to just disable the midpoint. So this from this endpoint, next immediate midpoint E and B, I'm going to draw the projection lines. This is B, this is E. Next, projection lines D and C. This is the projection line of C. So now you can name this. So this is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash. So now I'm going to join these corners using thick line. So A, B, C, D, E, and A. So now I am going to take a line. I'm going to continue this, take midpoint, and I want to know the perpendicular bisector. So from A dash, this corner, to the midpoint of the opposite edge, I'm going to draw a line. I am going to name this as M1 dash. M1 dash. So now I'm going to disable midpoint. So M1 dash. So now I have to place this perpendicular bisector on the beta line. So for making the beta line, so here you have the inclination of 45 degrees to HP. So I'm going to take a thin line. I'm going to take a thin line. Now first I'm going to find out the beta angle. So this is 45 degree line. 45-degree line. Now I am going to measure the perpendicular bisector in the first position and also the perpendicular bisector in the second position. So you could see that it is 38.47 in the first position and 33.32 in the second position. So now I'm going to take an arc by center point method, thin line. So from any point on the 45-degree line, any point on the 45-degree line, first I'm going to take an arc of 38.47. So enter, cut an arc, cut an arc. So next I'm going to draw a locus line. I'm going to draw a locus line with reference to this intersection point. With reference to the intersection point, I'm going to draw a line. Next, I'm coming to the second position. Now I'm going to see what is the distance of the perpendicular bisector in the second position. So now I am going to take the arc. So how do you find out the center point? Just move your cursor on this arc. The center point gets enabled. So from this center point, so take the distance, second position, perpendicular bisector distance as 33.32. Enter and cut this on the locus line. Cut this on the locus line. So now this you could name this as M dash, and this is your M1 dash, because this is going to measure 38.47 and this second arc is going to measure 33.32. So next I'm going to draw a line, so which is from the intersection point of F dash and the locus line to this point, the center point. So on this line, I have to place A dash and M1 dash. So now I'm going to select the second position, front view, from using move command, enable copy. So A dash. So where I'm going to place, I'm going to place on this end point or the center point. So placing on this, directly come to rotate. So from A, M1 dash, I'm going to place this on beta line. I'm going to place this on beta line. So this and this line should get merged. Next is drawing the third version. So before that, we will find out what is the beta angle. So this is around 55 degrees. So next, draw the projection lines. Draw the projection lines. So projection line from A, that will be ending on the XY line. So projection line of E and B are same. And projection line of C and D are same. So finally, you can name this as A, B, C, D, and E. So now go to line command, take a thick line. So join all the endpoints A, B, C, D, E, and A. So this ends the second problem on beta. See, when you see the difference, so here it is resting on HP and the perpendicular bisector appears to be inclined, and here it is resting on VP and the perpendicular bisector is making some inclination. So that is the difference between the non-beta and beta problem. So finally you can beta B for beta symbol is 55 degree.